cricket in particular has been one of the key soft power elements. My name is Matthew Dawe. I'm here representing Tsinghua University, the University of Oxford, at the NXT Fellowship, and I did my article and research on sport in India. And I think it's something that often gets overlooked. I mean, there's no specific part of the conference which focused on professional sport, even though it's been relevant through, and we've seen some of the prevalence of professional sport in Prime Minister Modi's speech when he used the T20 World Cup as an example, as a touch point. We've obviously the injury polo team and a lot of sports sponsorship creates some relevance to even the foundation of this fellowship. And so I wanted to focus on something which transcended and connected a lot of the topics which we were discussing throughout this experience. And I think professional sport does that, and it's often overlooked. So in an age of AI, where many industries are being automated, and we heard today that the movie industry, the entertainment industry is being quite severely disrupted in certain aspects by AI. Professional sport is interesting in that it has a key human-centered element which cannot be replicated. The narratives that are generated by pure human competition can't be outsourced or disrupted by AI. So AI can only really be an enabler of professional sport. It can't disrupt and change the industry beyond a certain point. In my article, I talked about how chess, a game which has a rich history in India, and increasingly Indian grandmasters are dominating the rankings, showed a good example of how even when an AI or an automated player can exceed human performance within the bounds of the same game, people are still more interested in seeing human interaction and human performance. And at a conference where we're talking about health, diplomacy, gender equality, the impact of AI, I think, as I said, all of these different topics can be encapsulated in the trajectory of professional sport. The prevalence of women's sport, whether it's the women's cricket team in India, professional leagues which are increasingly pushing for gender equality and broadcast contracts, linking some of the competitions, can create a real driver for the political gender equity movements. The broadcast element of professional sport, as I said, is increasingly a large part of the entertainment sector. Was pretty resilient over COVID, and as I said, I think it'll be resilient in the age of AI. And we heard a lot of talk about the geopolitics of the region and some of the fractious issues between, say, India and Pakistan. And we've seen how cricket in particular has been one of the key soft power elements that has brought the people of India and Pakistan together and really acted as a geopolitical bridge through a lot of the difficult conflict issues between the two nations. So I think that for me, it was an interesting time to come to India right after the T20 World Cup has been hosted here, to hear about these different the different industries and trajectories that we focused on at this conference. And for me, I've been able to put together how a particular professional interest of mine, namely professional sport, is linking a lot of these more geopolitical or technology-related and sometimes health-related elements of these different sectors, which we discussed at the conference today. And I hope that in future years, maybe it'll even get its own panel or a specific focus as we continue to discuss these issues in the future.